Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be having another Tartarus video, and today we'll be only doing 4 floors, which is floor 23 to 26. Okay, so these floors are increasingly getting more and more difficult, so do pay attention to the strategy. So now you have the content statistics, so you can actually see which are the better teams used, more popular teams used for the floor itself. So you can actually try to follow these lineups, and hopefully you will be able to clear them easily. Okay, so I'll be switching out platin here just a moment for Ryan, because this floor actually has a light element. So Ryan's actually increases your whole team's accuracy rate, so that is quite important. So for Ace, I given him double speed attack, double HP, Willful Ring with evasion, lifesteal, no special traits. Exclusive item is unlocked. The Willful Ring is pretty important. Okay, and Amelia, 1 speed, 1 lethal, double HP, debuff resist, cooldown immunity, and increase awakening bar. 2 resistances. Exclusive item is unlocked as well. Then we have Teo, double speed, double counter, Willful Ring. Speed attack, counter lifesteal. Special traits are just debuff resistances. Exclusive item unlocked for Bidam. Double speed, double lethal, double counter, crit damage lifesteal, crit damage lethal, damage in reflect because of nurture. I gave him accuracy rate trait, and exclusive item is unlocked. Okay, so those are my heroes, using Zanabi as pet as well to boost 3 target attacks. You may use platin in this floor as well, because most of the heroes are universal, so you are able to do more damage on them using platin. So for Master Race, for 115, do switch it down to do more damage on defensive and universal heroes. Okay, so we're gonna approach this floor. Do note that the light element has 100% evasion. Okay, so I'm going to use Blossom Strike first. So that I will increase the opponent's damage taken, and then followed by Teo's Talent Strike, which applies the block nullification. So this negates Rudy's shields and Carl Heron's full block as well. Okay, followed by spamming Bidam skills to just kill them off. So do note that if the light element uses its attack, it will remove all debuff on the opponent's team, which is not what you want. Okay. So next thing, I'm gonna try to queue for Talent Strike. This will apply the block nullification on Rudy and Carl Heron, on the whole team I mean, but primarily it helps to bring down Rudy and Carl Heron much easily. And for Teo, Wild Fury will trigger every time he hits an opponent. So either you use Teo or you can use platin. Both actually have the block nullification effect, so they are all both very suitable for this floor. You may choose to not use Teo, of course, because platin has an additional passive to increase damage down on universal heroes.
Must return.
So once again, using Talent Strike, apply the block nullification, and then try to use Blossom Strike to increase the opponent's damage taken, and finally just spamming off with Bidam skills.
Too late. Your death is imminent. I can't wait. My aim is impeccable.
So I'm trying to reapply the block nullification. And this conveniently kills Eileen for me, so that's good. And then I'll just end it with a Bidam skill on the light element. Okay, so that was floor 23. Pretty alright, okay. So for floor 24, I'm gonna take a look. Okay, there's a water element which has a Ace's kind of buff, and then we have Teo, which is a Fortin zombie. Atalanta, who is gonna provide her whole team with immunity to 5-man AoE. Dylan's, who will buff the team, and Brands and Branzo, okay, who has increased accuracy rate and berserk. So you have to be careful of this, because if Brands and Branzo uses their 5-man AoE piercing on Bidam, he will die, because they have increased accuracy rate, so they will not miss Bidam. So you have to kill Brands and Branzo before they can use their awakening skill. So over here, I'm gonna just swap Ryan back to who's that? Swap Ryan back to Eileen. Okay, and also gonna bring in Elisha, who has double speed, double HP, debuff resist, lethal rate, and cooldown resist. No special traits, exclusive item is unlocked. Okay. So the reason why I'm bringing Elisha back is because she has a 5-man piercing and a 4-man AoE. So this will not be affected by Atalanta's skills. Because if I use Amelia has 2 5-man AoE skills, which will both be, she'll do nothing against the team at all. So I cannot afford to have skills that do nothing. So as you can see, lots of Wild Fury damage has happened, killing the Dylans and the Teo. So I'm gonna use Elisha's Starfall to remove Teo from the field. And next is about removing Atalanta's concealment, okay, for 6 turns. Okay, I don't think this is 6 turns, but maybe 4? Yeah. So you have to apply the buff reduction, and then so that your team can actually do some damage on her. So the water element is very annoying. It actually increases your cooldown. So to negate this, you might want to give Bidam some special traits about cooldown, increased immunity. Okay, so I'm using Corvus to not only bring down Atalanta's buff, but also the twins' immunity. So Teo over here is a Fortin zombie, but I use Lightning Spear to reduce 2 turns and also just kill the twins in the meantime. So Starform kills Teo for me. So again, I tried to use Bidam skills, but the water element just keeps applying the cooldown. So I was just relying on Wild Fury to kill the Atalanta. Talent Strike again, because it's very useful. Okay, it helps you do a lot of residual damage. So the twins goes first, which is not very good because this increases the awakening bar by some percent. Blossom Strike to increase the damage to increase the opponent's damage taken, and also to remove Teo's and Dylan's shields. Yeah, so here Bidam dies, okay, but I think I'm in a pretty okay position to continue the battle despite Bidam's loss. Okay, so I'm gonna kill off Teo with Ace's Awaken skill. So the next step will be to get rid of Atalanta's consummate and 6-turn AoE, 6-turn 5-man AoE immunity. So basically I'm just applying a lot of buff reduction skills on her so that I can even touch her to even kill her. So this is quite terrible, I know. It's not a very good run. Yeah, so I was also relying on Wild Fury. This is why Teo is actually very useful in higher stages of Tartarus and in fact the whole of Smart Mode. Okay, so for floor 25, we are gonna replace Eileen with Spike, and the reason is because he has a 3-man only fixed damage skill. Okay, why you cannot use Eileen is because Eileen has a 5-man target fixed damage skill, okay, and you need the fixed damage skill to kill the Earth element. However, the 5-man target AoEs, the 5-man fixed damage skill will not do anything due to Atalanta's passive. She provides immunity to all 5 target AoE attacks, so hence you can only use Spike and Elisha together to kill the Earth element. So over here you have Yushin with immunity, you have Ace and Roro who both have 7 void shields respectively. So lots of shields and also piercing that needs to be done, and also with Atalanta you have to do buff reduction to bring down her evasion. Okay, so definitely have to start with Spike and Elisha skills. Either skill order is fine. They both have pretty long cooldown periods. So unfortunately, Yushin actually lightning strikes, so I cannot use spikes. I cannot use Vidam's attacks. So I have to just rely on my Elisha. So next we'll be using Corvus to actually bring down Atalanta's evasion, turn evasion. Then I can continue to spam Vidam's skills. So I'm trying to actually use Talent Strike, okay, hoping that Teo and his Wild Fury will help me get rid of Atalanta's turn evasion because of his Wild Fury. Yeah, his Wild Fury actually removes 3 turn buff duration. Okay. So usually starts with Lightning Strike, but thankfully my Elisha has cooldown immunity jewel, so I can proceed with Starfall. Hopefully Spike gets his skill ASAP. Sometimes if your Bidam is strong enough, it can actually kill the Earth element without fixed damage. Okay. Okay, so managed to kill the Earth element, and now it's really just trying to whack with Bidam's skills. And my Ace is actually down to 1 HP, so it's very nerve-wracking over here. Cannot afford him to die. So Corvus to remove Atalanta's turn evasion. Then I'm gonna queue for Ace's single target to also remove another 3 turns. And this kills Roro in the process, which is great. So I'm gonna end off with Bidam's skill. So for round 3, same thing. Starfall and then try to queue for Spike skill. So if it's still not ready, then actually you can use Talent Strike like me here, just to get the block nullification and so that Wild Fury can, you know, trigger more. So I'm actually going to use Blossom Strike to remove as many more Void Shields of Roro and Ace, because they each have 7, so I have to remove them before I can do damage. And once everything is down, I'm gonna Pierce with Bidam's lower skill, so this kills Yushin. So lastly is just finishing off Roro. Pretty simple. Okay, so for the floor 26, we're gonna just take a look at some of the lineups preferred. Okay, this floor has 2 elements: the Earth element, which you need to kill by fixed damage, and also the Light element, which has 100% evasion. Okay, and a bunch of universal heroes: Chris Zombie, Carl Heron full block, and Nerja who has reflect. Okay, and she also reduces fixed damage. So this is little tricky. Okay, in the round 3. So in this case, I will bring back Eileen. I made an error here. I swapped out Elisha. Yeah, so you need Elisha and Eileen will be the most ideal tool to do the fixed damage damages. So again, Earth element present, so fixed damage always goes first. Fixed damage skills always goes first. So yeah, the reflect is pretty tricky here. So if your heroes are not geared very well in terms of HP, the reflect might just kill them. So do take note. So I use Bidam's top skill to kill off 3. Of course, Nerja survives on 1 HP as well. Next, I'm gonna use Lightning Spear to get rid of Chris. Do note that I'm not having Ryan here, so the only hero in my team with good accuracy rate is Bidam. So I can only hope that the 60% increase in accuracy rate will be able to, you know, happen. Let Bidam do his attacks properly and not miss. So as you can see, if you end the previous round too early, then your fixed damage skills will probably not be ready, so that will be an issue for you. So maybe if one of the possible ways to for this floor is to actually delay slightly when you're down to the last enemy, so that, you know, when you get into the next stage, you know that your fixed damage skills are ready. So Corvus here will help me get rid of Chris. Why I keep getting rid of Chris as priority is because I don't want him to apply any death skill and injure my Bidam. Okay, so for this floor, it's gonna be slightly tricky. You're gonna have a Nerja who halves, okay, fixed damage. Half, I think it's half. So I've only done like a little bit. I'm going to try and hope that the light element won't use its skill again. Yeah, so as you can see, Chris 5-man AoE death is actually very painful, and Bidam successfully kills the earth element without even using fixed damage. Okay, so that is if your Bidam is really strong. So I actually used Alicia's Awaken skill just before this to, just give me a little bit more protection, especially from Chris' death skills. So Bidam is still very strong in terms of damage wise, so not to worry so much, okay, about his damage output. I think you can be rest assured he will definitely do his job very well. It is how you are going to deal with heroes such as Chris. You need to have the right skills to remove buffs and zombies. So finally, because he has accuracy rate, he manages to kill the light element. Okay, so that was flaw 26. I hope the strategies explained for these 4 flaws were pretty clear to you, and I hope you will be able to get past these 4 flaws and try to complete Tartarus as soon as possible, because Tartarus gives you really very valuable resources, which is the star points to exchange for your monthly willful ring or guardian ring. Okay, so do give this video a like and do subscribe to my channel for the final episode of Tartarus, and also for more useful videos to come. Thank you.